Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to a block-assisted backbend stretch intensive. Now, every stretch intensive on my channel is 15 minutes long, so pace yourself, take breaks if you need. This is called an intensive for a reason. Little warm-up to begin. Sit comfortably as I am sitting on the screen. As you inhale, press your chest forward, and exhale, relax. Continue. Inhale, relax. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right hand behind your body for a slight twist. And switch sides. Now it's time to grab your blocks. We're going to start easy because it is super important to slowly ease your body into a back bend. Now this block will be on the lowest height, right between your shoulder blades, right about mid-back. And the second block at the same height right under your head so that you're nice and comfortable. Lay your legs however you like. Your knees can be bent or your legs straight out, and now with your arms to either side. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Just allow your back to sink firmly into the block. As you're allowing your body to relax here, I want to note that as you see me progress on screen, you do not have to take every option that I show you. If this is enough back bend for you already, by all means stay here for the remainder of the 15 minutes. If this is easy for you and you like to progress with me on screen as far as you can go. The next step here is to remove the block that's under your head so that your head is now resting on your mat. Engage your abs, press into your hands so that you can sit up for a moment. Turn the block so that it is now on the medium setting, right on its side there. Pull the other block up closer to you so that it's on the first setting. So the block under your mid-back is on the medium setting, and the block under your head is on the lowest setting. I will also note here that the brand of blocks I'm using and absolutely in love with are by a company by the name of Yoga Hustle. It's actually also the brand of the mat I'm using as well, and I will link the website down below. When you're practicing back bends like this, it's really important that the blocks are firm enough to support you, but also soft enough so that they're comfortable, and I really like these blocks for that. Plus, they are super cute. To take this stretch more into your shoulders, you can reach your arms up and over your head and allow them to relax there. So you know we are 5 minutes into the stretch intensive. That is a third of the way there. Continue to breathe. With every inhale, press your chest up just slightly, and every exhale, completely relax and surrender to the stretch. Next step, remove the block that's under your head so that your head is now resting on the mat. Deeper back bend. Engage your abs as you come up. Now turn the block that was underneath your mid-back onto the highest setting. This is, of course, if you are ready to deepen your back bend. And you may have to adjust several times to make sure this is comfortable for you. The block under your head will also be on the highest setting so that your head and your chest are now at the same level. If you are having trouble finding this comfortable, just as far as the block placement goes, you may need to move the block further up. Your thoracic spine or your upper spine is the flexibility that we are focusing on. So the main arch of your back should be more in your upper back. Please avoid your lower back. To progress, flip the block that's under your head onto the medium setting. Your head is now lower than your chest. You can see that I also have my arms up above my head, so now I'm getting a shoulder stretch as well as an upper back stretch. For added motion here, you can draw some large circles with your arms. Breathe with your arms as well. So as you're inhaling, your arms are coming up, and as you're exhaling, your arms are coming down. This is great for shoulder mobility as well as taking your mind off the stretch as I'm sure it's getting intense for you by now. For the next level up, you will remove the block that is under your head and flip it onto the lowest setting. So now your head is just barely resting on the block. Your chest is very high in comparison to your head. For a release here, there's an option to squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, and press your hips high into the air. This will release the stretch from the back. And then let your hips fall right back down into the stretch. Press your hips up high and down. And you can do this at any level that you are with the blocks. Pressing your hips high and down, really tucking your tailbone under to get the max release. Up and down. Go ahead and do as many more as you'd like. When you're ready to move on to a more intense version, engage your abs, sit up nice and tall. Now there will be no block underneath your head. One block will be on the bottom on the lowest setting, and one block will be on top of it at the highest setting. Of course, if you are even more flexible, you can work all the way up to having both blocks at the highest setting. But this is where I am at my max currently. So you'll set yourself up so that your upper back is right on that block at the top. So at this point, my head is floating and my hips are floating. I'm reaching for opposite elbows over my head to include the shoulder stretch, and all my weight is on my feet and on my upper back. So take your time here. See if you can take 8 full breaths in this position. When you're ready to release, slowly, slowly lift your head, engage your abs, come all the way up, and it's time to slowly come out of that. So back to the beginning, both blocks on their lowest setting. Lay all the way back, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall wide, and the last 2 minutes of this intensive are bringing your spine back to a neutral position safely so that I can make sure that you cool down safely from this intense backbending series. Remove the block from under your head, lift your hips, and slide the block that was under your upper back to right below your tailbone or right above your tailbone on your lower back. So now your hips are elevated and you can pull your knees into your chest for a lower back release. Reach your arms around opposite shoulders. Give yourself a big hug as your knees come into your chest. Remove the block that was underneath your hips. Drop your knees in towards one another for a lower back release. Before I let you go, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like this video if you love the flow, share with a friend, and be sure to subscribe for more videos. As you roll yourself all the way up, reach your hands for your shins, give yourself a nice upper back release, and then sit up tall. Please leave a comment below letting me know how this flow made you feel. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Namaste.